In today's video, come along with me in part 1 of a 2-part series to see what's been going on with me since my dad passed away, and to hear how my dad was able to help 2 people regain their ability to see. Y'all, I hate putting my car through the car wash, but too much highway driving. I can't wash this by hand, especially with it being 1,000,000 degrees outside. Why does this happen to me? I just spend money on the car wash and then it just starts raining all over my car. It's sunny.
Where you at, crew? I'm finally back with another video. So I know a lot of people have been concerned about us since we lost my dad, wondering how we're doing. And I'll say we are hanging in there. We have had some challenges since the funeral, as you'll see in this 2-part vlog. But today I want to start off with the behind the scenes of me shooting the video where I told you guys that we lost him.
Y'all, I have not eaten. I'm so weak. But I can't eat and then do stuff. Like, I get the itis. I just want to go to sleep. So I'm eating croutons. Which I don't even like. I'm just trying not to pass out.
You need something green with that.
Huh?
You need something green with that.
I'm gonna make a good salad when I finish. Y'all, mama left Friday. And I just told Kyle and Cameron why the kitchen looked like we 3 bachelors. Now we gotta hurry up and clean all this up before she come home. I think we got like 3 hours. But first, I gotta film this video that I've been dreading to record. I have not wanted to record this video about my dad dying since it happened. This is like the 3rd time I've tried to do it. The first time was just too soon. I couldn't do it. And then after that, I've had so many things that we've had to do for the funeral that I've just been busy nonstop and haven't had the time to actually sit down and get it done. So I'm trying to do that today, but this week, y'all, I don't know how I'm gonna make it. It's too much to do. So I'm recording a video today. Tomorrow we gotta go get clothes because I don't fit none of my clothes. I lost so much weight that I gotta go buy new clothes for his funeral. Let's see. Tuesday I have to go back to New Orleans to the church to plan the funeral, like the order of everything. I don't really know what I have to do, but I know I have to go to the church and do that. Wednesday, I gotta get my hair cut. Thursday, I have to do something, but I don't know. I think I have to go to the doctor. Friday, I have to get my infusion, and then the funeral is Saturday. So I have something to do every single day. And somewhere in there, I'm gonna have to edit the video I'm recording today. And they finally sent the backdrop for the set that we're trying to make right here on this wall. But it's all wrinkled. So now I gotta iron. Who wants to iron? But this is gonna go on the wall back there as we react to videos. So yeah, that's everything that's going on, I think. I probably left 1 or 2 things out. But, of course, I'm going to take y'all along with me. This might not be the most uplifting vlog, but you know what? I'm going to take that back. I think it is uplifting because this is life. You know, things will not always go according to the way you want them to go. They're not going to always be good. And Lord knows this year has been one hell of a year when it comes to bad things happening. But I've also had good things. So as long as life is a balance like that, I'm going to keep going, and that's what you all should do out there. If you're going through rough times, things will get better. You know, the day that my dad fell and went into the hospital, I hit 10,000 views. So it's like life is bittersweet. You get a good thing and then you get a bad thing. It's a pretty big bad thing, but I know things are gonna level out. So that's my uplifting speech for today. Good morning, everyone. We gather here today to celebrate the life of a remarkable man, my dad, Kerry Williams Jr. He was a loving father, husband, son, a loyal friend, and a pillar of strength and wisdom for everyone who knew him. My dad was more than just a parent to me. He was my hero, my mentor, my greatest supporter, and my friend. From a young age, he made sure my brothers and I knew that there wasn't anything we couldn't tell him. He taught me the values of hard work, the importance of integrity, and most of all, the art of kindness. Those who knew my dad could attest to his incredible ability to make everyone around him feel valued and loved, and his generosity knew no bounds. One of the things I'll always remember about my dad is his infectious, goofy energy. He had a way of lighting up a room with his smile and his jokes. Sometimes, much to my dismay, because he would always try to make me laugh at the wrong time. But he would always tell me, Trey, never take life too serious. For the longest time, I never really knew what he meant. But now that I'm a grown man, I understand that things in life will happen, but it's how you react to them that will determine the outcome. As long as you keep your faith in God, kindness in your heart, and a smile on your face, everything will be all right. So while we're all sad to see him leave this earth way too soon, we should all rejoice in the fact that he is at peace and that he has left an indelible mark on this world that will not be forgotten. His nickname for me was my number one son. He would always say, "Good morning, my number one son." Out of context, people might think that meant that I was his favorite. But my brothers and I know that my dad truly loved all of us equally. He would just call me number one because I was his firstborn. It's the little things that I will come to miss. The good morning calls, the middle of the day texts of, "How's your day going, son?" All of those things I took for granted, I now cherish. My dad's legacy will live on through the countless lives he's touched. He was a man of great character, and his influence will be felt for generations to come. As we say goodbye, let us remember him not with sadness, but with gratitude for having had the privilege to know him and be loved by him. Dad, you will always be in our hearts. Your spirit will continue to guide us, and your love will be with us forever. We love you, we miss you, and we will honor your memory by living our lives in a way that will make you proud. Sincerely, your number one son, Trey.
So one of the hardest things that I ever had to do was stand up there at his funeral and talk about him while he was laying, right off to the side. The whole time I was up there talking, I could see him in my peripheral vision. And it was very surreal. When we were planning everything for the funeral, I didn't think nothing of putting myself in there to say those words about him because I'm used to public speaking. I've been doing it since I was a teenager. It's nothing for me to get up in front of people and speak. But that day, it was harder than I ever thought it could be. It was very overwhelming. But the thing that got me through it was getting a letter a few days before his funeral that really uplifted my spirits. And I'm gonna read that letter to you guys. I got it right here. It says, "Dear Mr. Kerry Williams III," yes, I'm named after him. I didn't know my name was Kerry until I went to kindergarten because they always called me Trey. But anyway, "Dear Mr. Kerry Williams III, Southern Eye Bank extends our deepest sympathy to you and your family for the loss of your father, Mr. Kerry Williams Jr. I would also like to extend my gratitude to you for responding to the needs of the blind and visually impaired during your time of loss. I admire your ability to express your love for your father by allowing death to give the gift of sight to others. Mr. Williams's eyes were used for transplantation. Because of your generosity, others can now see and enjoy the world. We hope that you and your family will find comfort in knowing that your father will live on in other people as well as the hearts of those who loved him the most." That was just surprising to us. We had no idea that this was even a part of being an organ donor. And I touched on it in the last video about all of the things we learned about being an organ donor. But this is just a blessing. I mean, just to think that I could be in the store with someone who has my dad's eyes is just amazing to me. And, we take a lot of things for granted. We get up every day. We don't think about what it would be like if we can't hear, if we can't see. But people who live with these impairments, that causes them a lot of distress in their life. So the fact that he is able, even in death, to bless someone like that, to give them the gift of sight back, it just makes me, my mom, my brothers feel a little better. Unfortunately, we'll never know who exactly got his eyes, of course. I'm guessing it's because of the HIPAA laws that they can't tell us exactly who it is. But like I said, just knowing that two people have his eyes and they're able to see again is amazing. So while I was at the funeral, I was walking down the aisle and my phone in my pocket hit one of the pews and cracked the camera. I know, this kind of stuff only happens to me. So as you can imagine, that was very annoying because I record a good bit of my videos with my phone camera, especially the scenes that are outside of the house. I don't use a regular camera for that. I don't know, guys. I'm just not to that point yet where I feel comfortable like walking in the store with a whole big ass camera recording everything. So after the funeral, I had to deal with that. So here's the footage from that.
All right, so apparently, guys, I have to wait for them to ship my phone in because apparently when you break this part, you gotta basically get a whole new phone. So the only thing they're gonna keep is my screen, which is kind of scratched up. But because I have a 1 terabyte, they have to ship it in. So that means I have to come back to Baton Rouge next week. Y'all, I'm just not having a good day. When I tell you everything that's going wrong this week, one of them damn 18-wheeler tires was in the street. Well, on the interstate. And I couldn't avoid it. I hope this comes. And now my tire rolling weird, but I can't see what's wrong with it besides it's got a little bit of air, it looks like. I guess the only thing I could say is I'm glad I was able to drive back home instead of being stuck on the side of the road. But life just beat my ass up this week, y'all.
Bruh, so when I tell y'all my stress has been on 100 lately, y'all can see why. I've just been trying to breathe and go through these problems as if I already know they're gonna be solved. So this next part in this video, I debated hard on whether to leave in or take out. But I guess it's too funny for me to take out, so I'm gonna leave it in so y'all can see it. Let me set the scene for y'all. So it had been a few days since the funeral. I hadn't picked up the camera, did anything. So I just was coming back from the hospital from getting a steroid injection in my back. And apparently I decided that was the best time after being on the medicine they gave me to get through that injection to update y'all. Roll the footage.
What's up, y'all? What's up? I am so tired. So, I just wanted to drop in and update y'all. I just came back from the hospital. I had to get the steroid injection for my back. Which this is probably the third one I had. So yeah. What I was about to say. They gave me Valium, so I'm high. But this week has just been ridiculous, man. I mean, it's been about a week since my dad's funeral. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things and get back on track with everything that I have to do. And it's just been one thing after the other. Like the first issue we had, I guess because it's been so hot, is ants was coming into the house from the washroom. And we was like, why are they in the washroom? So come to find out the dryer vent fell off from the outside and it was open. So things were able to get in. So we had to replace that. And that took like the better part of the week because we kept running into issues with it. The builders didn't have I guess the hole wasn't cut evenly around. So we had to get tools to even that out to be able to fit the new vent pipe in. And that was a pain in the ass, to say the least. Everybody's clothes piled up because we couldn't dry. So I had to do that. My microphones, they stopped working. And that's what I normally do to do the confessionals for these videos. That's what I use. So they were in warranty, so I said, okay, I'll just bring them to Best Buy and we can get them replaced or whatever, get them fixed. They said they couldn't fix them, so they ended up giving me a refund, which I'm grateful for. But I was gonna go ahead on and switch from the Rode mics to the DJI mics because the reviews on DJI is so much better from what I see. And I have had so much issues with those Rode mics. Like, what y'all don't know is that the last video that I posted on here,
or I don't know if it's the last one at this point because I'm trying to do the candy video. So the candy video might be the one before this video, but the video about my dad, about him dying, that video I recorded, and when we finished recording and put it in to Final Cut, there was no audio. Because apparently, somehow, the mic had got put on mute, which I didn't do it. Cameron didn't do it. Kyle didn't do it. So I don't know who did it. Nobody did it, but the mic was on mute. And when I tell y'all, I was stressing because that is not a video that I could just be like, oh, okay, well, there's no audio. Let me reshoot it. Like, no, that video was from, you know, it came from my heart. I couldn't reproduce it. So basically, I was just gonna have to scrap it, which I didn't want to do. So luckily, Cameron said, let me see if I could pull the audio off of the second camera from the second angle that we had, and luckily he was able to do that, and that saved the video. So yeah, at that point, that was it for me and Road. But I went Sunday, I was on my way to Best Buy to go exchange them, and I hit one of them freaking 18-wheeler tires that was all in the road. There was no way to avoid it. And then my car started driving bad. So that's the last thing I need. So that was Sunday. It's currently Tuesday. So yesterday, on Monday, well, let me finish what happened with Best Buy. Best Buy gave me a refund. I had to order the DJI mics, and they are going to be delivered because they wasn't in stock in none of the Best Buys. Not here in Lafayette, not in Baton Rouge, not in Lake Charles, not in New Orleans. Nowhere I could drive did they have them. Not even in Houston, which I probably wouldn't have drove to Houston just for that, but you get the picture. There was nowhere to get them, so I had to wait, which means I couldn't record like I had planned. So then Monday came. I had to bring Cam to the doctor. I tried to put air in my tire to see if that would help. It didn't. So then I had to bring my car to the dealer, and they checked everything. They said everything is fine. They just needed to rebalance the tires. So once they did that, it's driving fine. So I'm grateful for that, but I do have some damage underneath the car, which you can't see unless you look under there. But y'all just don't know how I am. Like, I love my car. I'm very particular about my car. I don't want any scrapes or scratches, but I'm probably just gonna have to leave it alone because it don't make sense to try to get the insurance to pay to fix it, because I'm sure they would have to pay for like a whole new bumper, which I know they would go up on my premium for that. So I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, that was yesterday. Then I had to go to the dermatologist because I've been struggling with my face here. I don't know if y'all could see, but when my hair grows, it hurts a lot. It's like it's curling back in because my hair is curly on my face. So they had me like on antibiotics for it and acne treatment, and none of that stuff is working. So the doctor recommended that I think about doing laser hair removal because this can scar my face. But y'all, I really don't want to do that because I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm okay with just this and my mustache. But what if in the future I do want to grow a beard? Right now, it's patchy. But I don't know, maybe by the time I get to 40, I could grow a full beard. But I don't know. I don't really want to do the laser hair removal because I don't want to not be able to grow hair there in the future. But I can't be on antibiotics anymore for this, and this is painful. So I don't know. That's another thing I have to think about. And then after that, I got stuck in this crazy ass storm that just popped up out of the blue yesterday. And then this morning I had to come do the stuff with my back. So I'm supposed to rest the rest of the day, which I guess I am, because this medicine they put me on to do this injection, I'm just tired at this point. I think y'all caught up. Well, no, not really. So at my dad's funeral, my phone hit the pew. I don't know if y'all could see. And it cracked through the camera. So I filmed a good bit of my videos on this, and it ain't working right. So now I took it to Apple, and they said that because the back was broken, I think I told y'all this a little bit when I was at the Apple store, but basically because the back is broke, they have to replace basically the whole phone except the front screen. And they got the part in, so they got the new phone, but I have to bring this phone in so that, why they do that? That's triggering. Let's see if I can show it. Oh, it ain't gonna show. It just had my dad's number up there. But anyway, where was I? Oh, I have to bring my phone to Baton Rouge tomorrow. So I have to drive an hour, bring my phone to them so they could take my screen off and put it on the new phone. So I'm gonna be in Baton Rouge all day with nothing to do. So that's my Wednesday. And as far as everything else that I got going on, I'm trying to get the space set up in the house so that I could do the reaction videos, because I'm looking forward to trying that. And then filming the candy video, which I've been trying to do that for weeks, but life has just been lifing. So that's an update for you guys. I just thought I'd check in with y'all. I hadn't talked to y'all in a minute. I'll catch y'all in the next clip.
Alright, well, pressing on the digital content, you see a green check mark.
Fever is no joke. This is my best friend right now.
Oh. As soon as y'all like this video, so I could go buy it.